name is Sophia.
Hi.
Thank you so much for doing this. Just take a seat. Okay, so before we start, just kind of like some introductory stuff. My name is Sophia Barani, and I'm actually a dietitian student at University of Houston, where I'm like trying to become a dietitianist. This is actually for my nutrition counseling class. And of course, if this is taped, so I'm assuming I have your permission to tape it.
Oh yes, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I know it's like a weird and personal thing to do.
It's okay.
And there are going to be other students who are also watching it, if that's okay with your permission.
I think we're fine.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. That's so great of you. So before we get started, can you tell me why exactly you were like okay with this video? Like what you wanted the nutrition part of it in?
Yeah, it's a bit embarrassing, but overweight does kind of run in the family. We do have a few things going up and down, and because I do have a bit of a struggle with it. I wanted to find out if there was any way I could maintain a balance between my weight and my workouts. So basically weight management.
No, that doesn't sound embarrassing at all. That's everyone goes with it. You know, like everyone has that. Can you just let me know like maybe some family history on overweight and why it kind of is important to you?
Yeah. So basically, my mom is borderline overweight. My dad is overweight. They both have minor diabetes, and both my grandparents on both sides also have diabetes. And there are other few contributions like blood sugar or like high level of I'm not sure what it's called, but it's something. And because they're all overweight, I just want to make sure I don't end up in the same position as them. So take control of it now while I still can.
So it kind of seems like you're just like being cautious and just making sure you don't end up like them, which is what they have.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems totally valid. Can you let me know maybe is there a reason why you decided to do it now? Like did something happen in your life, something happen in your family, or maybe like a doctor told you that like why exactly you want to lose weight, or manage your weight more?
Yeah. Well, nothing dramatic has happened recently, but I'm almost 21, so I know once you go over that threshold, it does become hard to maintain your weight. So I want to tackle it now. Also, recently I've been going to the doctor with my mom and seeing my doctor give advice to my mom about losing weight, and because how her iron and her blood sugars are affected by it, I want to make sure that doesn't end up happening to me too.
Okay. So have you already taken any steps with your weight management, your like weight struggles?
Yeah. For about a month now, or a little more than a month, I've been going to the gym, and I am trying to burn a few calories here and there, but no matter how many calories I seem to burn, my weight doesn't seem to fluctuate.
So it seems like even though you've been working out and adding that into your schedule, you're still not like losing weight as much as you have. Have you maintained your weight? Like has it been going up, or has it been staying around the same?
It's been pretty steady.
Okay.
Maybe down 1 pound, but other than that, it doesn't go anywhere.
So do you know exactly how much you're like willing to, like how much you're wanting to lose? Like what exactly is your like end result? You know, is it like a certain number? Is it just a feeling, or is it just like a basic healthy lifestyle? What exactly are you working towards?
I'm borderline overweight, so I wanted to get to, my average weight, which I don't know exactly what it is, but I do hear it's somewhere in the 135, 140-ish. So that's where I'm trying to get. So maybe lose 10 pounds or so.
So can I ask exactly how much do you actually work out now? Like in the week, how long have you gone? How many times have you gone in the week?
Well, over the break, which was just 2 weeks ago, I've been going every day. I've been burning about 200 or 300 calories. But now that work and school has started again, I've been going 3 times a week and trying to go a little more than that.
How long have you been going for? Like, do you go for an hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes?
Usually about an hour.
About an hour. And can I ask exactly what you do?
So usually it's about, I do fluctuate like in a certain timetable, but overall it's like 30 minutes of running, maybe 10 minutes of weights, or 20 minutes of weights. It goes up and down.
Do you go with anybody, or just by yourself?
Just by myself.
Just by yourself?
Yeah, I try to go either early in the morning on my days off, or after classes in the morning, or after work.
Okay. And then is there anyone in your family that's also like working towards a similar goal, or has said they want to do the same thing?
My dad has actually been going to the gym too. He's been going longer than I have.
Oh, that's great.
And he does seem to be maintaining it pretty well, but I guess because it's only been 2 months for me, I won't be seeing the effects now. I'm not sure. But I just want to make sure it's not something I'm doing wrong.
Okay, no, of course, that makes total sense. And how about your food habits? Is there anything you're allergic to?
I'm not allergic to anything, but I am lactose intolerant, so I can't really get my calcium and my other vitamins through regular milk. I've been drinking almond milk to substitute for that. And so that's pretty much it. But also because I have classes and I work early in the mornings, I haven't been taking breakfast. So just want to make sure if that isn't as important as I think, or I don't know. Just want to make sure it's not something I'm missing out on.
Okay. Any medications that you're on that you think that may be affecting this, or that you just want to let me know?
I am on birth control. Kind of embarrassing, but
No, of course not.
I've heard that it does struggle with weight. I know, like some people can lose weight or gain weight or just stay the same. So I just want to make sure that's not also a thing that's happening to me too.
And any medical history with you? Like, do you have diabetes, high blood pressure, anything like that your doctors told you?
No, that's about it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Have you done anything like diets or anything like that? Like, is there any methods that you've used in the past that don't work for you? Anything that, like, any habit change that you tried that just didn't work, so you kind of gave it up?
Yeah. I have been, well, I did mention I don't really eat breakfast, but I have tried to eat 2 regular meals a day, and also eat a lot more fruits and vegetables. I'm not entirely a vegetable person, so it has been a bit of a struggle. But even though I have been eating that, I've seen that there's no change. Even when I do go to the gym. Okay.
So if we could just maybe do like a 24-hour recall, can I say like yesterday? Was yesterday like a typical day for you, or do you have like certain different days? Like, how does your week go?
Throughout the week, I generally have 2 different types of days. Actually about 3, I guess you could say. One is just my days off, so maybe 2 days a week, which I don't have any classes or work, so I would just sit on my couch, work on homework. My second would be my school days, so I'd be going to classes half the day. And then I would come home and do my homework again. So I'd be sitting on the chair the entire time. And then third is my work days. And I'm a college tutor on campus. So my job is literally to sit there with students and help them through their work. And again, I'm not as mobile as I should be. So I am also trying to get in as much activities as I can.
Okay. So I think what's really important is to find out your eating habits on those 3 days, because since those are what your weeks consist of. Can you first go through the first one, which is you mentioned not having work, so you're at home all day. What from like when you wake up to when you fall asleep, what exactly are you eating? What exactly are you doing? What exactly are you doing as in your exercise and your foods?
Yeah. Well, when I go to the gym, I try to go before I eat my first meal, because I hear when you do exercise like that, your body is forced to burn calories instead of energy that you can take it throughout the day. And so before my first meal, so even on my days off, I'll try to go before breakfast or before I eat anything in the morning. So once I wake up, maybe an hour or 30 minutes later, I'll go to the gym, go there for an hour, I'll come home, take my shower, and just start working on my homework. And then meals would just be throughout the day. So I'll have breakfast once I come home, I'll have lunch, and then dinner as usual, and I'll go to sleep.
Okay. So what exactly do you eat for breakfast on a typical day? Like, is it cereal, eggs, bacon? What exactly is it?
On a typical day, mostly cereal.
Mostly cereal?
Person.
Do you know what kind of cereal you eat?
My favorite, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Okay, and then I'm guessing you don't drink regular whole milk because of your lactose intolerance. So what kind of milk do you usually drink?
I usually just drink almond milk.
Okay, and how much? Can you like let me know how much you drink? Is it like how much you eat cereal? Is it like a cup? Is it 2 cups? A bowl? How much is it? Would it be?
I drink in a pretty big cups. I would say.
So maybe like this big.
Yeah, so like 1.5 cup. Yeah.
Okay, and how much milk do you end up putting in it?
I would say maybe 1 cup of cereal and 1/2 cup of milk.
Okay, so cereal and milk for breakfast. Any water with that?
I try to drink because I'm going to the gym, I always try to carry my water bottle with me, and from there I'll drink 1 to 2 cups.
Okay, and how about for lunch? What do you eat for lunch usually?
For lunch, usually just anything that's maybe leftovers or whatnot. But recently I've been eating rice, and so that would be my lunch.
So rice with any meat, vegetables?
Usually it's pretty evened out. Sometimes it'll be with shrimp, sometimes chicken, sometimes just plain vegetables.
Okay, and how much rice do you think you eat exactly?
I want to say cooked rice, maybe 1 cup.
1 cup of cooked rice?
Almost 1 cup.
And how much meat do you think you have in that?
I'm actually not too sure. I want to say maybe 1/4 cup.
1/4 cup? So like if you like look at your hand, is it like the size of your palm, the size of your finger, like the top part, the bottom part, like maybe your whole hand?
It could be the palm of my hand.
The palm of your hand?
Yeah, just enough to fit in that.
Okay. And any water, soda, beverages with that?
Again, my mom is always pestering about drinking water before and after meals. So I try to drink a cup of water before a meal, but often I forget. And then once I am done with the meal, it's too late to drink water. So I usually have to skip it.
Okay, and how about dinner? What do you usually eat for dinner?
Dinner, I'll either eat the same thing for lunch, or I do have a bad habit of eating cereal all the time, so I'll just eat cereal again.
The same Honey Nut Cheerios, about a cup you said?
Yeah.
With the same milk type?
Yeah.
Okay. So we went over three meals. Do you have any snacks in between?
Snacks, usually maybe I'll have a granola bar or banana.
Between which lunches? Between which meals do you think you have?
Usually between lunch and dinner.
Okay. And you also did mention that usually you've been working out now. If you were to work out, where in that would you work out? Before your breakfast, after lunch, before dinner?
Before breakfast.
Before breakfast, so the very first thing you do is usually working out?
Yeah, but on some days when I do have school or classes and then work, because I'm working going to classes for so long, even if it's late in the afternoon, I still go before my first meal. So it could be I skip breakfast, go work out, and then eat my lunch.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. So on the days where you don't have work, it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, kind of a basic breakfast and dinner. You eat have a cup of cereal with almond milk, I believe you said, and then for lunch it's about like meat like the size of your palm, and then a cup of rice, and then water every now and then, along with exercising for, you said, 45 to an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And how about for the days where you have school? What exactly does your meal, like how many times are you eating on that day? What are your food and habits?
Yeah, I go to classes about 2 to 3 times a week, and because they're also early in the morning, I have to skip breakfast. And from there, I can't work out, of course, but I always try to drink water before then too. And even though it's not really a meal, I can still exercise afterwards. So I'll take my classes, and later in the afternoon I'm free, I'll go to the gym. So kind of the same concept. Go to the gym, come home, eat my lunch, and then regular dinner too.
Okay. So I believe you said no breakfast for your school days. What exactly do you eat for your lunch? You said after class, right?
Yeah.
And how about when does that end?
Classes usually around 2 or 3 o'clock, so I'll wake up around 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll come home maybe at 3:30.
So safe to say you have lunch around 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first time you eat anything, or do you have snacks throughout classes?
Well, I'll come home at 3:30, but then I'll go to the gym for an hour, so then I do end up eating around 4:30 or 5
4:30. And do you have any snacks throughout the day in your classes? Or?
Not generally, because it's a chemistry class. I can't exactly eat in class or lab, so I can't have snacks in between.
Okay, and what do you eat for lunch?
For lunch, usually just whatever's around the house. So either sometimes rice, maybe spaghetti, maybe something else my mom may have made. You know, a sandwich maybe.
And how much do you think it just varies upon what your mom makes?
Yeah.
Okay, and do you think you eat, like how much do you think you eat, like, do you think you eat like 1 serving, 2 servings, how much do you think?
I like to say about 1.5.
1.5?
Maybe.
Okay, and how about, you said you work out right after? Sorry, you work out before your meal and then you eat after your workout?
Yeah.
And then do you have anything after your meal, like any snacks?
After my meal, I'll try to drink water before my meal, and then afterwards maybe a banana or a granola bar if I feel it.
If you feel it? So not all the time?
Not all the time.
And how much water do you think you drink? Like a glass of water, 2 glasses?
I carry a 3-cup water bottle with me, and so I always try to finish at least that much throughout the day. So throughout the day, I do generally get about 3 cups of water.
Okay, that's really good that you know that you've been tracking that.
Yeah.
What do you eat for dinner on your school days?
For dinner on school days, usually it's the same thing as lunch. I don't really have another option, so.
So it's kind of like a repetition of lunch, basically.
Yeah.
And then do you eat anything after dinner, like before you go to sleep or anything like that?
I do take a medication at night, so that.
It was the birth control.
Yeah. So I take a birth control at night, and because of that, I do have to drink water at night. So I usually try to drink 1 cup before bed.
Okay. And then lastly, how about your work day? Why don't you just tell me about your meals and your food habits for your work day?
So my work day, I also wake up at 7. I get to work, and I do come around 4 or 5 on Sundays. And because of that, I do end up skipping dinner. I mean, not dinner. I end up skipping breakfast. I come home from work, I'll go to the gym, and then I'll come home. And depending on what time of day it is, I could just either skip lunch as well, or come home, eat lunch, and then dinner.
I'm sorry, I have to go into detail
you're
about what
fine.
exactly you
You're
eat. It's
fine.
really important.
You're fine.
What exactly do you eat for lunch? Because I know you said you skip breakfast. So what exactly are you eating for lunch? Same thing what your mom makes?
Same thing. Same thing as the other 2 days.
Okay, and same thing for dinner, I'm assuming whatever your mom makes?
Yeah,
And
then
you
with
have-
maybe,
I'm sorry?
with maybe a banana or granola bar throughout the day as well.
Okay, and you said you think you at least 1.5 serving?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I'm sorry, you said you work out 3 to 4 times a week?
Yes.
Okay, and you go at least an hour or about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So whatever you've been doing, it sounds like it's not like anything too extreme or unhealthy, thankfully, which is great.
Yeah.
So you've been saying that it doesn't seem like you really know exactly how much you've been eating. So maybe we can actually just start tracking that, and just kind of get you on like a better schedule. Because of course, if you're eating breakfast and you have energy for throughout the day, and of course that can help you actually with your workouts to make sure you're losing weight in like a healthy way.
Yeah.
And also, it might be a good idea to actually start tracking more what you're eating. So, do you think you're willing to start making changes anytime soon, or?
I could definitely do that. My only problem is because it's homemade meals, you can't exactly count
No, of course.
the calorie serving for that, but I can definitely log it down.
Okay, so there's actually an app that you can do.
Oh.
It's called Eat Masters.
Ooh.
And yeah. So basically what it does is that it helps you you can log in how much you're working out, how much you're sleeping, how much you're eating. And what we can actually have you start to do is, maybe if you're okay with it, maybe get you to start eating set meals.
Okay.
So, like have you actually eating something for breakfast, something for lunch, and something for dinner, just so we can start getting you on actual meals throughout the day. And then from there, as time goes on, we can start making those meals healthier and working better for you, working in your favor. How does that sound?
I think I'd be okay with that.
You'd be great with that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let's just get into specifics. Let's say you want to eat 3 meals, as you said, maybe 4 times in next week, 5 times in next week. How does that seem?
4 meals.
So you would eat. I'm not gonna hold you accountable for like every day, because it's a change that you're making. So what I was saying, that instead of making you do this change 7 out of 7 days, maybe we get you to start off slowly. Maybe 4 out of 7 days you're doing this.
Oh, okay. So it's every other day.
Yes, maybe so you do like every other day, making it 4 days in to our next session, hopefully.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So what you would do is you would have a set meal for breakfast. You would log it, of course, and then go on through your day, have a set meal for lunch, log it, and a set meal for dinner, and log it. And of course, you would be logging all the snacks you've been having, just so we can get a better idea of what exactly your day looks like, like have more detail about what exactly you've been eating, just so we can figure out where exactly we need to go on like a nutritional standpoint.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So if just to go over the goal one more time, you're gonna be logging it on the app I told you. We're gonna hopefully track for 4 days out of the 7 days, and then we'll get you to do start having set meals. So 3 days, 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
And of course, you can have your regular, I think you said banana and granola snacks throughout the day.
Okay.
Yeah. That makes.
And because I'm going to the gym, would I also have to change the amount of calories I'm burning, or just keep it the same?
Just so that could be a little more difficult if you've never done it the very first try. What I think it's important is to make sure that we know exactly what your day looks like before we make any actual big changes on your day, So what I would say is that you should also be logging when exactly you go to work out, just so I know how much of the day you're spending working out, and how much time of the day you're just doing your regular activities.
Okay.
And then once we have like all the information, and once we can get you motivated, we can start making actual changes to your meals, and maybe go into specifics to find out what exactly works for you. Because I don't want to make any changes to your day that may just be too much.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So if everything's okay, I would say we should just meet back in a week.
Yeah, I can do that.
So maybe next Saturday around the same time, I'll have you come in. We can go ahead and look at you tracking, see if you've met the goals, met the goals that we set, which is the 3 breakfasts. Sorry, not 3 breakfasts.
Yeah.
3 meals a day. Hopefully 4 out of 7 days of the week.
Okay.
And we'll go over that. We'll see why you did it, why you didn't do it. See what changes we can make to benefit you, and see if we need to work on motivation or work on what exactly you're eating, and hopefully we can take it from there if everything sounds good.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay,
I mean, you told me about the app earlier?
Yes, the app that I told you.
Yeah, I'll be sure to download that.
No, that's great. And of course, if you don't want to use the app, you could go and do it like by hand if that's something you want to do. Just whatever is easier for you. I feel like the app, maybe since we're young, it might just be easier to have something on your phone.
Yeah, they
where you can carry it. Yeah, where you can carry it with you and everything. Did you have any questions for me?
That's basically all I have for now. And am I taking the water intake correctly? Because I know sometimes I can take it a little less than I need to. Just want to make sure if that was it.
Well, usually, adults usually want like what 6 to 8 cups a day,
Yeah.
and you always said you have a bottle of 3, correct?
Yeah.
So what we can actually have you start doing, along with the Smarkle, is maybe also putting in, maybe a cup and a half at each meal, making sure you're at least getting a cup and a half at each meal before breakfast, at lunch, at dinner,
Oh, okay.
and we can start working up. Because I know you said 3 cups already, so we're adding in a cup and a half to your meals.
Yeah.
A cup and a half to your day.
So that would be about 4 or 5 cups.
Yes.
Oh, that's
So, since we added something to our goal, let's just go over it one more time.
Mhm.
So we're saying that you're gonna have 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
Our aim is for 4 out of the 7 days. Of course, you do all 7. That's great. But we specifically want at least 4 days where you're doing the 3 meals.
Yeah.
And we're also adding in the 1.5 cup at each meal. And of course, you don't have to chug that before your meal, but just make sure it's at least, and just make sure it's at least there where you're.
Just slowly and moderately.
Yeah. And does that sound great to you?
Yeah, I think that's something I can work
Yeah.
with.
So if we're adding in, we're adding in your breakfast, we're adding in your cup and a half, and that sounds great. And you're okay.
That's something I can work with.
And then of course we'll be seeing each other next Saturday around 3 o'clock.
That's
Okay,
it.
perfect. Thank you so much for
Awesome.
coming. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for doing this.
And
It's
what's
so
your name again?
Sophia.
Sophia.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
She's my cousin.